Welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be talking about the basic equipment you need to do cake decorating. So this is the basic equipment every beginner cake baker is going to be needing for decorating cakes. So we're going to start off with your turntable. Okay, it is very important because when decorating cakes, you're going to be, of course, moving the cake around, and you need a sturdy turntable. And I find that this particular type that is metallic is just good, and it has lasted for so many years now. So I highly recommend that. So apart from the turntable, you also need a non-stick or non-slip mat. So something like this that you're going to put your cake on top so that your cake doesn't slide when you're decorating it. Then you're going to be needing your cake boards. So you can either use, depending on how big your cake is, you can use a flat, a thin cake board like this one, or a thicker cake board. So this is a 10mm cake board, is thicker. I've drilled a hole in it. It doesn't usually come like this, but I've drilled a hole because I'm doing a taller cake. But this is a 10-inch cake board that you can use. Right, so you also need these bottles. So you can you need either one, or you don't have to have two, but I'm just showing you two to see how they look. So you need it for if you're making syrup to moisten your cakes, or if you're making drips. So chocolate drips, you're going to be needing this because that will help. So this is quite useful. Now you're going to be needing as well your measuring scale, because to make your buttercream, you're going to be measuring like your sugar, your butter. So that's still useful. Of course, it's still useful to have your bowl, because that's what you're going to use to mix your buttercream. So you're going to be needing that. A hand whisk is useful for if you're making Swiss meringue buttercream. You're going to be needing that. You also still need your spatula to scrape out the sides of your bowl for your buttercream. Now, you can either make your buttercream with a hand mixer like this one, or you can use a stand mixer depending on how big your cake is. So this is an example of a stand mixer if you're going to be making bigger batches of buttercream. You'll be needing that. Now, after you've made your buttercream and you want to then start, of course you're going to be needing your spatula. So you're going to be needing this one. You are going to be needing your scraper. So this is a plastic scraper, and this is a metallic scraper, and quite a taller one. So depending on how tall your cake is, you'll be needing that. I've put a ruler here because a ruler is actually an essential tool in cake decorating. You need a ruler to drill a hole here to be able to get the middle of the board. You'll be needing a ruler. You need a ruler to measure the height of your cake, to know exactly where your dowel is how high your dowel is gonna go and stuff. So a ruler is quite important. And also you're going to be needing your piping bags. So this is a large piping bag. You'll be needing that. And then finally you would need your piping tips. So I find this very useful. It has all the essential tips you need. For a beginner, at least you need 2 tips. So for the beginner, you need these 2 tips. So you need this 1M tip and this open star tip. So either a 4B or a 6B. They are both the same, it's just one is bigger, but these are the essential tips that you need as a beginner. So that's it for the essential equipment you are needing as a cake decorator. Let's start decorating. See you next time. Bye.